All right, back on your screen. Good afternoon to you and welcome to the program. Once again, it's Good Afternoon Ghana, and we are focusing, or we're continuing with our preparation towards election 2024, where institutions are supporting us with the polls that they are conducting on the grounds to also support political parties, study how the grounds looks, feels, and is behaving, so they work, lawfully according to the feedback that we're collecting on the grounds. So Global Info Analytics has been helping us with the polls that they've conducted. Last week, we had the opportunity to go through the polls that were collated as of if we're voting now, how the picture was going to look like nationally, politically, with major focus on both MPP and NDC. We have the opportunity to have Mr. Mussa Dankwa again with us to do this time with specific focus on the constituencies, I'm sure we're going to be focusing more on NDC constituencies. When we have another time, we'll go through the MPP constituencies, how they really look like. As most of you, with the NDC, they are of course getting closer and closer to their primaries, and so they have a lot to catch up as far as these polls are concerned. So you want to stick to us or stick with us to get the details of what we're going to be talking about. Ben Ephson, pollster, will also join us eventually in the program. My colleague Elvis Ando is with him in the office, and he will join us, or they will join us as and when we're ready to catch them. So preparation is underway for us to give you another screen touch analysis of how it really looks like, and Mussa will take us through. For now, we'll take a breather. When we come back, he'll be ready. We'll start off with the presentation. All right, you're welcome back to the program. It's Good Afternoon, Ghana. And like I said earlier, we have started giving you the feel on the ground as far as election 2024 is concerned. And we went through this, the nature of the national elections, and also zeroed down to both NPP and NDC, with other parties also showing in the graphs that was conducted, or the research that was conducted by the Global Info Analytics. Well, this time we're with him. Mussa Dankwa is with me, Executive Director for the Global Info Analytics. He's with me in the studio. And our focus now will be on constituencies and how the scorecard is looking like. So you know that there are some institutions that sometimes focus on the performance of MPs in Parliament. But this time, Global Info Analytics has gone into the constituencies and have conducted some research, and it's interesting how the graphs are looking like. So, Mussa, you're welcome. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for your time.
My pleasure.
Welcome once again. All right, so let's go straight to business. And the last time when you were here, I received a lot of calls after you left. People commending the research, the presentation, and they requested that I actually forward it to them, and I did. So I hope that this time they will have all the information that they probably require, especially for the members of parliament, right? Okay, so it says that MP scorecard and chances in 2024 parliamentary elections, NDC only. This report is very specific. 18th April 2024. Is that when it was conducted? That's when the report came out.
Yes.
Okay. So the methodology, MP's performance scorecard were arrived at from the sample allocated to each constituency. Performance score, in some cases, may only indicate a hint of win or lose of a seat, or may not reflect the true state of the race in the constituency due to the limitation imposed by the sample size. A larger sample size may be required to further probe a party's chances of retaining or losing the seat. Demographic analysis will have the significantly higher margin of error, and respondents were selected randomly from constituencies. Field interviews were conducted between 31st of March and 9th of April 2023. Okay, so Mussa, what's this challenge? If you can explain this one to me first before we continue.
No, basically what we are saying is that to be able to see the entire true story, you may need to have a bigger sample size for the constituency. But what we are seeing is the sample we gleaned from the national poll, which may not reflect the entire true story. So for those who may be worried or happy, they may need to do a further study to see whether really that's the whole story in the constituency. So a bit of health warning.
Okay. All right. So let's go straight and start with the constituencies now. So you have your graphs are ready. Great.
So
Asin South.
Asin North.
Oh, sorry, Asin North.
Asin North.
Right.
Now we asked the constituents to rate the performance of their MP in Asin North, and 15% had no opinion about his performance. 49% said he's done poorly or very poor. Average 9%, very good or good 27%. So majority of voters in the constituency thinks the MP has performed poorly. Now, when it came to the question of which party's candidate would you vote for in the parliamentary elections, MPP came on top, 47.1%, NDC 27.5%, and Not Sure 21.6%. So you could see that MPP has upper hand in snatching Asin North from NDC at the moment.
So, but the Asin North, I mean, we all agree that there's a problem.
Yes.
I don't know if the research was fair.
No, it's not about fairness. It's about what the people tell us. He may be in a difficult situation that he may not have time to or chance to work in the constituency. But did the voters take that into account? We asked them a simple question. How do you rate his performance? Full stop.
So, I mean, just to remind viewers, Asin North MP is Sekwesem. I met him one time. I was so pleased. Comes across as a very calm and collected gentleman. I'm just wondering how he is faced with all these, issues where we are told that he had dual citizenship, and so he was fought in court and was eventually removed from parliament. So until we come to the end, of that case, he cannot hold a position as an MP, and that is, what he is faced with for now. So that's what the picture looks like. So you say if you can go through his,
yes,
again.
27% of voters said he's done very good or good. 9% said he's done average. 49% said he's done poorly or very poorly, and 15% have no opinion. So as you can see, almost half of the voters or respondents think he's performed poorly. And on that basis, they intend to vote for MPP's candidate in 2024, according to the poll at this stage of the race. NDC is behind 27%, MPP leading 47.1%. Asin North.
That's very interesting. So because NDC is the one that was, and this is not part of the research, but because NDC is the one that was fighting for this seat, they probably will have a lot of work to do because it also has to do with
yes, clearly they are coming from behind at this stage.
Exactly.
They are on the back foot in Asin North.
Exactly.
Even though the MP has been challenges in the court, but that doesn't seem to have been taken into account by voters. They want to punish him.
All right. Let's move to Clementa Park's constituency, I guess.
Mussa
South.
Yes. Some big names will be in trouble or likely to be in trouble. Now, let's see Mussa South. Now, 41% think he's done very good or good. Average, 12%. Very poor, 24%. No opinion, 24%. As you can see, he appears to have done well in terms of the rating. But when it comes to would you vote for the MP as an MP, look, NDC, 11.8%. MPP, 17.6%. Others, 35.3%. Not
That's
sure.
for very 35. Poorly.
Now, we understand there was a third candidate there in the last election who came third or so in the race. If care is not taken, that third candidate could be a threat to Bulsan of MP. And remember, the election was close last time. He got 46.4%. So the third candidate is showing his leg or his head there and could give APAC real run for his money if he's the NDC candidate for Busa South. Okay,
great. So and that's for APAC constituency.
Yes.
For Busa South. How will you conclude, according to how the graph is looking like? He's shaky.
No, he's clearly in shaking position because he even runs third in the order of ranking. Someone else or some other candidate, 35.3%, MPP 17.6%, and NDC 11.8%. NDC is at the moment in the third place in Busa South.
Wow. Okay. So that's for Clement Apa's constituency. Let's move to Chifu
Atimokwa.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's David T. Vondi.
Very good, 41%. Average, 7%. Very poor or poor, 45%. No opinion, 7%. So they are somehow split, but those who said he's done poorly outnumber everybody else in the category. And then when we ask them, who would you vote for in the parliamentary election on a party basis, 34.8% said they would vote for the MPP's candidate, and 39.1% said they would vote for NDC candidate. He is not out of the woods. He's a bit shaky, but he's leading.
Right. His lead is not that wide.
It's not that wide.
39.1%.
Compared to 34.8%. And 45% said he's done poorly. So he must be looking to appease these guys. Otherwise, they will make life hell for him in the constituency.
So, like you looked at Busa South, like a PAC's own, which was close to call in the previous election. How was this one looking like in his in the previous elections?
He won 51.5%.
Oh, okay. Not bad. Oh.
From where he is now and where he was, there's a gap. He needs to do more work.
Okay. Okay. So that's Davis constituency. All right, let's move to Zebila, Nkwanta North first.
It's in Nkwanta North. It's in Nkwanta North. Yes, in Nkwanta North.
We are in Nkwanta North. Okay.
Nkwanta North.
Right.
2% said he's done excellently. Very good or good, 23%. Average, 15%. Very poor or poor, 55%. No opinion, 5%. So more than half of voters in Nkwanta North believe that their MP has done poorly.
That's Oti Bless constituency, no? Nkwanta North.
Nkwanta North. And then when we ask them, which party's candidate are you going to vote for in the election as an MP, 30% said they will vote for MPP's candidate, and 45% said they will vote for NDC's candidate. So he is leading, but not in a comfortable margin because over half of the people are saying he's done poorly. He must watch out.
Over half the people?
Yes.
How do you describe it as?
55%
very poorly is
55%.
Yes. Oh, okay. Okay.
And last time, remember, he was on 48.3% last election.
Yeah.
He wasn't
comfortable
at
leading.
all. So he has no room to play with.
But Oti Bless, in the previous election was a little controversial. I mean, there was a little controversy in his constituency. Very...
It doesn't seem to have been healed because half of them said he's not doing well.
He's not doing well. Okay. Okay, and please don't ask me why they say he's not doing well because the research sometimes doesn't, the research doesn't go into reasons.
Why?
Yeah, they don't go into the whys. They only stick with your answers, direct answers. Okay, so we now get to what, Zebila, eh?
Zebila, yes.
Okay, that's Zebila.
That's Zebila. One of the big guns in NDC.
Lawyer Avoka.
Avoka,
yes.
Avoka.
Yes.
7% said he's done excellent. Very good and good, 19%. Average, 19%. Very poor or poor, 47%. Nearly half. 47%. No opinion, 8%. When we ask them, which party's MP are you going to vote for in the upcoming election? 37.9% said they will vote for MPP's candidate. 36.2% said they will vote for NDC's candidate. So NDC is behind and MPP is currently leading by a whisker in Zebila. Trouble for Avoka in Zebila at the moment. The names are scary. Eh?
I mean, I don't
Last
know.
time he won 66.4%. So something is happening in Zebula. He must find
Which
out
was
why.
quite,
Hefty margin,
comfortable,
yes,
right?
Yes.
And the doing very poor was, 47%.
Almost half of voters.
Okay. Very good is 19%. Average is 19. Can we combine average and very
No,
good?
average is a unique. So you don't put average. So you must put the very good and excellent together.
Okay, very good and excellent
Yeah,
together.
you can put that together, yes. And that will give you 26%.
26%, yes, 26%. Okay. So,
Most MPs are getting average, or sometimes, it's not good across the country.
okay. Okay. All right. So we'll move now to what, Boko Central.
Boku Central, they are split. Excellent is 11%, which is very good. Very good or good, 31%. So about 42%. Average, 24%. Very poor or poor, 31%. And no opinion, 4%. When we asked them, which party's candidate would you vote for in the election, 29.6% said they would vote for MPP's candidate. And then 38.9% said they will vote for NDC's candidate. So he's leading, but not comfortable. Last time he won 51.7%.
Okay, but I mean, he's leading with 38%.
38.9.
0.9%.
Yes.
And 29.6.
So say about 39 and 30%.
That cannot be a close gap.
Look, look at the people who said they are not sure.
Okay.
29.
Yeah,
That is
right.
the margin. If they swing other way, you are finished.
That's really significant.
Yes, yes. So you should look at those who are saying they are unsure. If they are unsure and they break away from you, you are in trouble.
Okay. Okay. So that's for Boko Central. Mahama Yariga.
Yes, Muhammad Yarga.
Okay.
Navrongo Central.
Navrongo.
It's a very swing seat. That seat has not been very stable at all.
No.
Right. Where are we on that? Excellent, 6%. Very good or good, 19%. Average, 17%. Very poor or poor, 49%. Navrongo Central. No opinion, 9%. Now, look at this. Which party's candidate are you going to vote for in 2024? 59.6% said MPP. 23% said NDC. So MDC is behind big time in Navrongo Central at this stage. Last time he won comfortably 62.3%. Quite huge margin. I mean, you can see he's in trouble. It's a complete reversal of fortune.
I mean, if you're following us, you have the luxury of time. You can also be checking the history of what Navrongo Central has been, over the period, over the voting period, and then you can understand how, it's working. Okay, let's move on.
Right.
Let's move on.
Then we have Ewutu Senya West.
Navrongo Central is something Tambongu Chiragia.
Okay.
That's the MP.
For Navrongo Central.
Yes, for Navrongo.
Now, Ewutu Senya West.
Wow.
Excellent, 3%. Very good or good, 25%. Average, 65%. Very poor, 8%. But unusually, 61.7% said they would vote for the MPP's candidate, compared to 27.1%. So something is happening we don't understand, because her performance is not bad, but the choice they're making is very stark.
Can that happen in the research where people will appreciate the performance? So
Yes.
that's average is leading
65 average.
with 65%. And we have poor is 8%.
8% poor.
Very good is 25.
Excellent, 3%. Yet, something is happening there. They may have someone in mind in the MPP. Do they? They need to find out why.
That's Gabriella's sister's constituency. Ewutu Senya West. So Hanatete has been there. Then the sister takes over.
And Anata left, and then this guy,
What's his name? George Anda.
Anda came, and Anda lost a seat to Gisela.
To Gisela.
And she, at the moment, is in trouble according to the poll.
Really? Okay.
She needs to find out, because average is not bad. So why are they punishing her? Why do they intend to punish her if she's the candidate for NDC in this constituency?
So that's for Ewutu Senya.
Yes.
Now, Karachi East.
Karachi East. The same story. Very good and good, 21%. Average, 18%. Very poor and poor, 61%. This person must be in trouble now because he's in a very strong NDC area and currently 61% disapproval or poor approval rating. We asked them which party are you going to vote for in the parliamentary elections. 39.7 said they would vote for the MPP compared to 36.2 for NDC. So NDC is behind in the poll in Karachi East at this stage of the race. We have a long time to go.
All right. And that is Honorable Wisdom's constituency, Wisdom Gidisu.
He's behind.
Okay. Can you go back? Let me see. So his chances are just 36.2%.
Yep.
Okay, 39.7 to vote him out. Right. Let's move on.
Elembele. He's done good. Excellent, 6%. Very good, 58%. Average, 20%. Very poor, 7%. And no opinion, 8%. Yet, he's not far ahead when it comes to which parties are you going to vote for in the parliamentary elections. 34% said they will vote for MPP, and 41% said vote for NDC. With this, he should be miles ahead, but he's not. He must find out why and do more.
And that's Emmanuel Kofi-Boa.
Ama Kofi-Boa.
So, Ama Kofi-Boa is now a leader in parliament.
Yes.
Can that boost his chances?
And this poll was done when he was appointed as a leader. So
yes, I'm checking the
date. They
date.
knew he is a leader when they were talking to us.
Let's move on.
Bodik Samsinahi.
Yes. Okay, go ahead.
Very poor or poor, 34%. Average, 37%. Very good, 29%. Excellent, 0. Who would you vote for? Which party's candidate would you vote for? MPP, 43.6. NDC, 28.2. Not sure, 20.5%. So these guys would change the outcome of the race, yes. He needs to find out why.
Let me ask you something out of the research. When you went there, did you see roads problems, poverty is high? What did you see with your eyes?
We need to speak to people in the field. I don't go to the field personally, okay. So I need to get the specific. But we went to the roads are very bad.
Okay.
Well, we had some images sent from the field about roads, and they were bad.
But Bodi has not really been a swing constituency as much. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the next one.
So these are the seats that are shaky or in danger. Now, what we're going to see are those that are safe.
What we did, you classify them under what?
Unsafe or in danger or not sure what is going to happen to them.
Okay. Kindly hold on to this one. Let's go onto Zoom and speak with Poster Ben Ephson. Ben Ephson, if you can hear me, you're welcome to news. Good afternoon, Ghana. Is Ben Ephson with us? Okay. Okay, when he's ready, please alert me so that he can join us midway. Okay. So let's move on to, this is danger constituencies.
The one we discussed were those that are in danger.
Are in danger.
In danger. These ones are largely safe for NDC.
Okay, these are largely safe.
Safe for NDC.
Okay.
We have Memphis Central.
Right. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I hear Ben Ephson is ready to speak with us. Ben Ephson, thank you for your time. You're welcome to Good Afternoon, Ghana. So we're just going through what we have done, what Global Info Analytics has done on the MPs, specifically the NDCs. Last week, we focused on the national election and how it's looking like. I'm not sure what your observations is, if we've conducted any official research now, and what you can tell us about how election 2024 is looking like from your side of your research. Hello. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, when we're ready, we can pick Ben Ephson. I'm sure the technical team will work to help us get him. All right. So we move to Mr. Kwachi's constituency. Amenfi Central.
Amenfi Central.
Largely safe.
Largely safe because
okay.
55% said they will vote for NDC candidate. Amenfi Central. Poor 38, average 34, very good 19, excellent 8%. We think that seat will be safe. Jomoro, very good and good 58%. Excellent 27%. We believe NDC will win the seat 58% at the moment compared to MPP 19%.
Jomoro MP is the one that won her
court case.
Her court case
yes.
recently.
Yes.
So do you think that it's actually going to be Afotofe? I struggle with her name always. Do these court cases sometimes influence voters' apathy?
I don't have the data to say so, because if that was the case, would have seen Kwesi in a positive mood. But right now, Kwesi is not in the positive mood.
Well, he has not won the case
He hasn't won the case yet. So I think it depends on how you engage your constituents, whether you are in trouble or you are doing your normal MP's job.
All right. So that's Jomoro.
Then we have Swaman. Swaman too is safe for NDC. Right now, they are 56.5% ahead of MPP in Swaman. We don't think anything will change there. They are safe in Swaman. Isikuma Odobin Brakwa. He is gradually moving into a safe column and is now safe. He's been on the rope for so many months now, but I think he's doing very well now. 52.3% said they would vote for him. That's almost exactly the same percentage as he got last time, surprisingly.
As he got last time?
Last election.
Okay. Esikuma Odobin Brakwa used to be an MPP.
By Honorable Anti-Corruption Crusader.
Yes, Crusader. His name escaped me, but Apia. So how is it that he Al-Hassan won this seat and looks like he's moving into probably I'll describe it as an MPP territory? What exactly?
I think some of these seats, what is happening there could be the effect of the national issues.
Okay.
Most of the contests will be national issues fought at a local level. Some of them will be suffer or benefit from the situation that is happening in the country now. So for now, I think he is benefiting from the situation that is happening now.
Okay.
Then Afram Plain South. NDC is on 43%, MPP 30%. But if you look at the very good, 43%, very good, excellent 10%, average 38%, poor 14%. So on this note, we think he will be fine, and NDC will retain the seat come 2024.
At this point, you're sure it will be fine? Because we have 43...
If you look at his other scorecards, they are pointing in the right direction.
Okay. What's a very bad looking like?
Sorry?
Very poor.
Very poor is 14%.
14%.
Yes.
14%.
14%. Average 33%. Very good 43%. Excellent 10%. So he will be fine there.
I agree. Even if we wait till 2024.
It's an NDC seat, the front place.
Let's go on.
Upper Manya Krobo. This is also an NDC seat. But right now, he is doing comfortably very well compared to what he got last time. Very good 40%, average 33%, very poor 24%. And 69% of voters intend to vote for NDC candidate in 2024, compared to 21% for MPP.
That's wide. That's really wide.
That's really wide, yes.
Okay, Upper Manya, that is Bismarck Tetenyako.
And then Lower Manya Krobo, the same story. Poor 43%, average 45%, very good, not that much. But here you could see that it is the party brand that is carrying him. Because average 45%, very good 12%, very poor 43%. But almost 70% of the voters intend to vote for NDC candidate, because that probably seat is largely NDC safe seats.
Okay, but the Upper Manya and Lower Manya, There are two constituencies. Okay, I'm not sure about the Upper Manya, but there are two constituencies that recently suffered from this military invasion.
Yes.
As far as the regarding the ECG
yes.
challenges, so they must have some anger. In them. Go ahead.
Techima North.
Okay.
Very good, 32%. Average, 28%. Very poor, 23%. No opinion, 15%. Excellent, 3%. Who would you vote for as a MP? Is it NDC or MPP? At the moment, NDC is 44.9%, MPP 24.6%. So NDC is leading in Techima North right now.
Techima North. But they are not that.
No, it's still it'll be a close fight, but now they have a very huge lead. They still have people who are unsure, 30.4%. They need to break out the same way they are breaking for the current race. Pointing, exactly, yes. And then Atibubu Amantin, Sanja Nanja. Very good, 50%. Average, 23%. Very poor, 27%. Which party would you vote for as parliamentary candidate? NDC, 52.6%. MPP, 33.7%. Not sure, 5.3%. No opinion, or others, 8.3%. He is safe at this state of the race. And his numbers are good as well.
I was saying that Sanja Nanja is slowly becoming a Mugabe in Parliament, but maybe it's good because Parliament also wants to keep some experience in the House. Right, okay.
Senate East, very good, 47%, excellent, 8%, average, 11%, very poor, 33%. Who would you vote for? NDC 48.6, MPP 40.6. But you can see that the numbers are higher in his favor in terms of trending positively, and we believe he will hold the seat for NDC if he's the candidate.
Okay.
Kole Klote. Excellent, 0. Very good, 25%. Average, 45%. Very poor, 23%. Who would you vote for? NDC, 56.1%, MPP, 18%. I think this will not be a race unless something happens in Kole Klote, if she's the candidate.
What if something happens in a primary?
No, it's dynamic. Something could happen during the life of the election that could change the trajectory of the race. We don't know yet.
Because I know there are other contenders that are coming up quite strongly.
You see, this number simply means that
Zaneto.
They would vote for the NDC's candidate. We didn't use the names here. We use parties. We know that names could change.
Exactly.
We want to see whether they are sticking to the party or they will change their mind after the primaries. So we'll measure that as well.
Okay, go ahead.
Ablekuma South. Very good and good, 62%. Average 18, excellent 2, very poor 8%, no opinion 10%. I'm quite surprised that he is comfortably on 58.7 compared to 22.5% for MPP. Probably Accra is going to be very difficult for MPP this election cycle, and I think he is getting the benefit of that.
Vanderpoy.
It was a close fight last time.
Yeah.
Ningo Pram, huge, excellent, 35%. Very good or good, 17%. Average, 14%. Very poor, 34%. Which party would you vote for? NDC, 80.4. NPP, 3.3%. Somebody else, other parties, 15.3. And not sure, 1.1. He's a sure banker.
LGBT is not affecting him?
Not from this poll.
Okay. I like the way he said, not
from this poll.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Domi Abra Obom. Excellent, 12%. Very good and good, 26%. Average, 12%. Very poor or poor, 31%. No opinion, 19%. Who would you vote for? NDC 50%, MPP 4%. Not sure, 46%. It's quite huge, but we believe if they break, they will break in the NDC's favor in Domiabra Obom. Nothing will change there.
They're not sure. It's quite
huge. And I think there are people who were thinking of MPP, but they're not sure. Well, MPP should not be on 4% in Domiabra Obom. Okay. Maybe they are waiting to see who MPP will elect as their PC in the area before they finally make up their mind.
Yeah, that's so for your caucus.
Yes.
Okay.
Domiabra Obom. Then Ablekuma Central. How do you rate the MP? Very good, 33%. Excellent, 4%. Average, 24%. Very good or poor, 34%. Who would you vote for? Ablekuma Central. 71.5 said NDC. 23.8 said MPP. Not sure, a small fraction. Last time he won 49.7. We believe that if these polls are right and they are telling, he will be safe.
We'll cross 50 maybe.
Yes. And the general story is that Accra is becoming tough for the MPP. And that is reflected in the way NDC is doing in the parliamentary
it's expanding.
seats. Yes.
This is almost close to Okovanda Poise.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
That's Shukura, Matayoko area. Time. Very poor, 43%. Look at it. Average, 25. Very good or good, 23%. Excellent, 4%. Look, 60% said they will vote for NDC.
But this doesn't make logical sense.
They are voting party loyal. They are sticking to the party.
Oh, okay.
Remember, the question here is which parties candidate are you going to vote for?
Okay.
So if the NDC put you there or the MPP put you there, they will vote for MPP and NDC based on that. We are doing something. We want to see, as soon as these premises are done, what the numbers will be like. Will the names change the dynamics of the race? We are doing something here. So we will come up with the findings eventually.
Okay. Okay, let me go on to the phone lines. We have Banda constituency. Please hold on. Ben Ephson has joined us. Ben Ephson, you're welcome again. Good afternoon to you.
And good afternoon, and good afternoon to our viewers.
Right, and thank you for your time. So, like I said earlier, we're going through the MPs and how their scorecards is looking like in their constituencies. This afternoon, we're focusing on the NDC. But last week, we dealt with the national picture of how the voting will go. I'm not sure how you are or what you're observing in election 2024. A lot of factors have come to play. We're talking about, materials to use in voting. Ghana card has come up, appointment of persons to the Electoral Commission, comments by politicians, on their campaign trails and all that. What are you also picking up from the grounds?
Well, I think that basically what is happening is both parties are now going to elect their parliamentary candidates. Once that is done, if there are problems arising, there's the possibility that somebody may decide to go as an independent parliamentary candidate. That one is likely to impact on the party which has disagreements. So yes, for the about other 275, about close to about 80 or 90 seats, if a party has a disagreement within it, somebody goes independent, it is likely that for the 50 or 60 seats, that party, where there is a dissatisfaction, that party is likely to lose.
So it means that we can have the clearer picture after both parties have gone through their primaries. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that is true. You can have a clearer picture when the two parties have finished electing their parliamentary candidates. Then you'll be able to assess. Because for most of, especially the swing seats, when a strong contender, a strong candidate goes independent, it is obviously going to affect his or her party's chances in that particular seat. I mean, my analysis of 2020 is that about 30% of Ghanaian voters are swing. It is only a swing voter who will go to the polling station vote for the parliamentary candidate of the opposition party and vote for the presidential candidate of the ruling party. This is how it is. NDC lost 32 seats. They got 30 back, but their presidential candidate lost the presidential elections by about 514,000 votes. So it tells you that with a third of voters are swing, you can't take it for granted.
So, I'm in a studio with Mussa Dankwa, who is Executive Director for Global Info Analytics. We've been with them whilst they go through their research and outcome of polls. And it looks like when you look at the presidential area, even though they haven't conducted the election, their primaries yet, Mahama seemed to be in the lead, whether or not he's elected until maybe it's done. Do you get the same picture? Do you get the same sense? And even comparing him to either of the persons that are likely to be elected by the MPP, Alan seemed to be in the lead. That should he be elected, or he seemed to be the one who might give Mahama a run for his money if elected by the MPP. So the dynamics are a little different. How do you see your dynamics? What can you tell us?
Well, I think that for the NDC, ex-president Mahama obviously will win. He will be the candidate. The NPP will have their flag bearer elections in November, on November 4th. From the work I've done, it looks like Bawumia will win, followed by Kennedy Japan, and Alan Chamatin will be third.
Wow.
As to between the two, when the dust is settled, then we might have to conclude what we are doing as to between maybe Mahama and Bawumia, who is likely to win, or Kennedy and Mahama, or Alan and Mahama. But for the NDC, it is clear Mahama will win. He will be their candidate.
I see. So from your side, Bawumia is clearly in the lead. Ken is second. Alan follows with third.
Yes.
Okay. Kindly hold on. How do you respond to this?
Right. From what we have done consistently over the last 12 months.
In fact, in your research, Ken seems to have brighter, he's coming up strongly.
We have the race this way. In the MPP membership or MPP party members, affiliates, voters, Bawumia leads with 37%, 39% of the vote. Alan second, 37%, and Kennedy on 21%. That's what we have currently in our poll for MPP voters. But nationally, Alan is marginally ahead of Bawumia on 30-point-something%, and Bawumia 29%, and Kennedy 24% nationally.
Can the sample sizes and the areas of the research conducted affect?
Absolutely not. It's a complete random sampling we are doing. If you pick the same 84 sample anywhere in the country, 82 sample anywhere in the country, and you repeat it, you will be within the same margin of error.
Oh, the same margin of error.
We've done that consistently, and we've seen the evidence over the last 12 months. So we are confident that our numbers are accurate. We're not saying delegate. That's the difference. We are not saying delegate. We are saying among MPP supporters. The views of the delegates could differ from that of the MPP supporters.
Right.
And that is something we are also testing as researchers, whether the views of delegates will reflect those of their own voters. If not, why is that so?
Okay. Well, Ben Ephson, let's wrap up with you. From both the NDC side and the MPP side, what do you think they should do? What will be your advice to them with what your picture is looking like?
Well, I think that, for the NPP side, that is, they're holding in November, if those who pay and who file are more than 5, there will be a special electoral college of about 3,000 delegates to elect the top 5. And these top 5 will be voted for upon by about a little over 200,000 delegates nationwide. I believe that the NPP will want to break the eight. That is, all the parties have had maximum of 2 terms, 8 years. NPP might want to go on to 3, that is 12 years. And the NDC might want to do the normal thing and come in after 8 years. For the delegates, I think that you need to elect somebody who you think will appeal most. Somebody who will appeal most to the swing voters. They are the kingmakers, And for the two parties, you need to bear in mind that you have to elect someone who appeals to the floating voters most. You must, for the NDC, they must get enough votes from their stronghold of the North and Volta region. And for the NPP, they must get enough votes in their swing regions of Ashanti and Eastern. Anytime the NDC has won the presidential elections, they've gotten a little over 32-33% in Ashanti and a little over 42-43% in Eastern region. For the NDC, the problem they will be having now is to try and reverse the downward trend of votes they've been getting in their Volta region, which is their main stronghold, as Ashanti is the stronghold of the NPP. Over the last 3 elections, the NDC's votes in the Volta region has dropped by over 6%. And if they are looking to make any headway in 2024, they will have to find ways of ramping up support, especially in the Volta region. In addition, what is more worrying for the NDC is that the NPP has improved their votes over the last 3 elections in the northern region, which happens to be the NDC stronghold.
Right.
The NPP over the last 3 elections has had 10% more increase. So these are the dynamics that the two parties should be looking out for.
Right. But Ephson, we'll leave it here. I'm grateful. Time will not allow me to continue, but we'll do it again because we're still on. We have a lot to do with the MPs as well.
Okay.
Ben Ephson is poster and editor of the, what's the newspaper again? Daily Dispatch, right? Anyway, so our time is up, but let's go through Banda.
Banda is
Because
safe.
we might do, can we do it again tomorrow? So
Yes, we can.
Because I think it's 170, what? How many MPs?
82. So by tomorrow we can go into
have
the
82.
MPPs as well.
Oh, okay. So tomorrow we can finish.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's finish with the Banda.
Banda, NDC is safe that hugely are going to win 74% in Banda.
Why is that? The Banda, the other scorecards, nothing
Very
is showing.
good, very good, 97%.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Average 3%. And how?
No opinion, 0.
Yes.
Very poor, 0.
Yes, they were just straight.
Okay.
And then who are you going to vote for, MPP or NDC? NDC is 74.3%, MPP 11%. No raise there. Tamales have complete annihilation. Very good, 89%. Average 7%, very poor 3%. Who would you vote for as your MP? NDC 99.2%. Haruna Idrisu, thumbs up.
Okay.
Saboba, NDC complete dominance, 97.6% in Saboba, very good or very good, 83%. Savlugu, same story.
Okay.
And slightly tight in Savlugu, but they're still going to win Savlugu seats.
Okay. Let's pause at Savelugu. Because that one has some figures showing on the scorecards at
Yes.
least. The other ones, the previous ones, very unfair picture.
Saboba,
No Banda.
Tamalesaf and Banda.
And Banda, look at that. I mean, anyway, so let's pause here.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll have some time to continue tomorrow. We have airtime tomorrow for Good Afternoon Ghana. So we'll fix it there. And then we can finish with the NDC MPs. Then the next one, we focus on the
MPP.
MPs. Great. I'm grateful for your time. So that's Mussa Dankwa.